I'm back.
All right, awesome. So I want to hear from you what you had to say about how the president seems to not want to have a common sense conversation about the root cause of tragedies like the one in San Bernardino yesterday, yet he really wants to have a so-called common sense conversation about taking away our guns.
Yes. Well, it seems as if the president is intent on obfuscating the nature and magnitude of the jihad threat. He really wants to keep Americans ignorant and complacent about it. I mean, this whole idea that it could even be workplace violence when they had bombs ready to go off to kill the police who came to investigate after the initial assassinations is a clear indication they weren't just out to carry out some sort of revenge attack on their coworkers, but they had a far more insidious agenda in mind. And the president, of course, is never acknowledged that there is a jihad threat at all, which actually, in light of this refugee crisis, you have to wonder, how is he going to vet for the refugees, vet jihadis, find jihadis among the refugees when he won't even admit there is a jihad? He's not going to be able to find them because he doesn't even acknowledge the ideology that motivates the jihad. In terms of this San Bernardino attack, he very much wanted to fit it into the paradigm of gun control, of out-of-control right-wingers, and so on. When it turns out to be Islamic jihadis, he's completely wrong-footed, but goes back into the familiar denial. We've heard this workplace violence nonsense before, going back to 2009 with the Fort Hood jihad massacre, guys shouting Allahu Akbar and killing Americans. It's workplace, still classified by the U.S. government as workplace violence.
I'm so sad that we're short on time because you are such an absolute wealth of information. But one of the things, the narratives, the new narratives that I'm hearing is that it's all about domestic homegrown terror now. We don't have to worry about illegal immigrants. We don't have to worry about sanctuary cities and incidents like what happened, of course, in San Francisco with the Kate Steinle incident. And we don't have to worry about these refugees because really homegrown terror is the issue, and more funding to mental health, which by and large means people who sit in ivory towers and theorize about these things, is really the answer. Very quickly, if you can, Robert.
Sure. It's the distinction is put on the wrong place. The problem is the jihad ideology. People who are native-born American citizens who are Muslims can hold to that just as much.
We're going to have you back. I'm so sorry. We're out of time. We'll be back with more right after this.